It's me, True Star Screamer, and we're here with yet another G.I. Joe Classified Series review, and we are looking at the Cobra Big Boa figure. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Yes, Big Boa, Rocky Balboa. There may have been a connection there, folks. Call it a hunch. I got this guy with the case from Hasbro Pulse. So I got him, Televipers, we got Airborne, and we got Quick Kick. And my first instinct was to do Quick Kick first, but there's just something about this guy that is just so utterly ridiculous that I kind of had to try him out first. So, great art on the back here. This guy has some of the most ridiculous design. I don't think the whole idea with Big Boa was he never was actually in the field per se. He was just more of a Cobra trainer. I love the art here. Again, I want the art book or file or whatever, but I love it. He looks so ridiculous. I cannot wait to get him open. So let's just enough with the preamble and look at the figure. So here's Big Boa out of the packaging. And yeah, I'm still keeping him as he was. We'll talk about the accessories in a minute, just because I think there's some details in here that will be forgotten about once you put him on your proper display. And there's a lot of innovation I like in this. There is one design choice I am not a fan of. We'll get to that in a moment. But first of all, these legs, man, pinless, solid thighs here. Of course, we got the boot swivel, awesome boots right here. I mean, this guy does not skip a leg day by far. He's got the codpiece of doom that I think Dr. Mindbender had. We got the gimp gear on here, just because, I don't know, he doesn't like to hug people. Who knows? Honestly, the leg gear and almost the codpiece I can understand. It's almost like half a Cobra uniform, but this, I couldn't tell you on that one. He does have pinned arm joints, but they do have the proper flesh-colored pegs. That's forgivable. And I love these wraps on his hands with the little bit of blood on them. This guy has been giving some tough love. I mean, this guy I think was supposed to be like a boxing trainer, but I think he may do some double duty in the interrogation room as well. He does have the butterfly joint that I don't know if I can do the Marvel Legend trick of trimming the peg. I have been too scared to, but I would love to get a little more butterfly out of this guy just because of how he is a boxer. And get some more dynamic punches out of him. The joints are a little on the stiff side, I will say, but it's forgivable. Once again, would rather be stiff than be loose, but it's not unmanageable like some figures have been. I don't feel like the joint's about to tear or anything, like with Nunchuck, for example, like the boot was coming off. The face sculpt, oh gosh, I love the chipped tooth. You know, this guy has proven not only can he take a punch, he can give a punch, but he can take a punch. As a wise man once said, everyone's got a plan until you get hit in the face. And this man has taken it. Though, aside from the butterfly joints, which, like I said, I'm 50-50 if I want to take the chance on fixing those. My biggest criticism is the fact he's on this old torso, which, while yes, gives a great ab crunch, I think as a boxer, it would have been much better to have the ball and socket torso. So I could just get a little, while I can turn him here, I could get a little more torso twist out of him as well. That's probably my biggest design criticism about it. I think they've been using it on other figures. I think it would have worked really well. A great example is with this Conor McGregor figure right here. Put him down for a second. Which, as you can see, with that twist on there, with the waist, it gives a much more natural punch. Jeez, Connor, eat a sandwich. God, I forgot how skinny this guy is. Great from Jazzwares. I think Bobby Vala helped design this figure, to be honest. Light side note. But, yeah, I really, jeez. Size comparison real quick. Either this figure is really out of scale, or damn, Big Boa is a big boy. I digress. I really would have liked that ball and that ball and socket torso. Accessories, he has, believe it or not, a few that I didn't think he would have, and I think he's missing one, to be honest. He has his helmet, which looks just, again, oh no, sorry. He does have an alternate head with the helmet. He also has alternate hands with the boxing gloves that have the Cobra symbol on it. Careful, as you can see here, it does have a cuff that does come out. And he also has a pair of 90-pound weights, which he can hold, which I think is really cool because he can then either be working out with these or using these as a bludgeoning weapon. He did not really appear in the cartoon to my knowledge, and he did not appear in the Marvel comic, but he did appear in the Devil's Due comic, which, I'm sorry, I loved that. I read that bad boy all the way through, and they took some excellent story ideas. Side note, I think I'm a little sad that got kind of became non-canon, slight rant, but at one point they hit the Cobra base, and this dude just kind of waded in and did a little bit of ass kicking, gotta say. Let's switch out the head and the hands, and we'll show, well, actually, before I do that, let me show you how he looks with the weights on. Give me 1 second here. So we can have him make it look like he's doing like an intense workout, or even use these as like a bludgeoning weapon. I think that's pretty cool. Imagine, you know, he's doing the workout, and all of a sudden Joe's raid the training center, and he just comes by and just starts wailing on somebody with 90-pound weights. I'm sorry. It's just vicious, and I love it. But let's see how he looks with his other main gear on now. Yeah, that looks pretty damn awesome. He is such a ridiculous design, but again, this is like the guy you don't want to fuck with you if you ran into in a gym. Again, the color scheme, it just is so organic. You know, the reds all match up, from the boots to the belt to the harness to the helmet. The red, white, and blue is just almost, I don't know, like, so ironically counter-terrorist in a way. You know, he's got the American colors, but is kind of profaning it because, you know, the box. I like him. He is so freaking goofy, but he works. He's got the Cobra symbols on the gloves, which is awesome. So it's the official Cobra gym. I just want to fix that, you know, the mat on there. But I mentioned that I would have liked him to have one other accessory. I would have loved a punching bag. You know, a nice little 1/12 little plastic scale. It could have been plastic, not soft goods. I think it would have looked so awesome if he came with one. I'm so tempted to see if I can just buy one from like a 1/12 scale gym. It would look so good for him. Okay, yeah, he is just a big boy. Because here I got him with Ken, which I got a YouTube short talking about him about that. But God, he looks good. Like he looks like someone who should be like, yeah, a character in a video game. This is the fun of G.I. Joe. A dumb, goofy character that somehow is vicious. I love it. I know for a fact Big Boa's aesthetic is not going to be for everyone. I totally get it. I will say though, as an action figure, this is fun. He looks like a Magic Mike reject, I know. He looks like a video game character, I know. But it's all like the best parts of it all. Again, you would not be seeing this guy in the field of battle. This is the trainer. This is the interrogator. This is a guy that, you know, poor Chuckles. Ooh, that might be really good. Poor Chuckles would be like tied up to a chair, and then he walks into a room and is about to say, you know, we're going to work you over. In fact, my new personal canon, he is the one that gave Chuckles that alternate face. I really need to open that figure up one day. Leave a comment down below if you think I should review that Chuckles figure. You know, I've got so many figures I need to get around to reviewing, and I'll make sure I'll get to all those requests. You know what I'm talking about. give us a like if I should do more for that. No, you know what? Give us a like anyway, because, like I said, I do enjoy this figure. I do recommend it if you want a fun figure. He's totally not one of the essential characters. He's not one of the more well-known ones. It's just, though, a good figure. It would have been just that much better if it had that ball and socket torso. But let me know your thoughts down below. You know, are you picking him up? Are you passing on him? Should I have him beating the hell out of Chuckles? That might be a really good photograph for my Instagram, which you can find at True Star Screamer. Give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button, because we're that much closer to 500. And, as always, don't forget, we got more stuff on the way. Like I said, I got a Hasbro Pulse box coming through. I'm going to be powering through these guys this weekend, I promise you. But even then, above all else, until next time, take care. Peace.